Contracts are a critical part of your freelance business. They protect both you and your clients by clearly outlining the terms of your agreement, ensuring everyone is on the same page regarding project expectations. So, why are the contracts so important for freelancers? Contracts serve as a legal document that defines the scope of work, payment terms, deadlines, and other important details of your agreement with the client. They offer protection if issues arise, especially concerning payment, scope changes, or intellectual property rights. A well-drafted contract lays out clear expectations for when and how you'll be paid, preventing delays and helping you maintain a steady cash flow. Always have a written contract. Never work without some form of written agreement, no matter how small or big the project is. Even if it's just an email outlining key points, you must have something in writing to ensure clarity and professionalism. So, what are the key elements of a freelancer contract? To ensure you are protected, here is what to include in your freelance contract. Scope of work or project scope. Clearly define the work you'll be doing, including deliverables, specific tasks, and deadlines. This prevents scope creep where clients request additional work beyond the original agreement. Payment terms. Specify how much the client will pay, when payments are due, and what payments methods will be used, like bank transfer, PayPal, etc. Consider asking for an upfront deposit, typically 25-50%, to secure your services. Include payment milestones, such as installments tied to the project phases or upon completions. Deadlines and milestones. Outlines a timeline for the project, including key milestones. This keeps the project on track and ensures you get paid regularly. Be sure to specify any penalties for missed deadlines on both sides. Revisions. Set clear terms for how many rounds of revisions are included in your pricing and specify the cost of any additional revisions beyond what's agreed upon. Intellectual property rights. Clarify who owns the rights to the work you produce and when those rights are transferred. Typically, freelancers retain ownership until full payment is received. Termination clause. Details the conditions under which the contract can be terminated by either you or the client. Specify what happens in such cases, including payment for work completed to date. Confidentiality. If you'll be working with sensitive information, include a confidentiality clause to protect your client's data. You'll also need to tailor contracts for different clients. And freelancing for different types of organizations, such as for-profit companies, non-governmental organizations, or international organizations, may require different contracts considerations. For-profit companies typically more focused on detailed scopes of work, deadlines, and intellectual property rights. It's important to ensure your contract clearly defines deliverable and payment terms. NGOs and nonprofit organizations may have stricter budget limitations or timelines, so ensure your contract accounts for their specific needs. They may also emphasize mission-driven goals, so be clear about your involvement in project outcomes. And working for international clients adds layers of complexity regarding currency, taxes, and intellectual property laws. If working internationally, ensure that your contract includes proper jurisdictional clauses and payment in your preferred currency. Let's now dive deeper into how exactly we address payment terms and late payment penalties. Payment terms are vital to your contract. It's common to request a deposit upfront, and the remaining balance can be split into milestone-based payments. Breaking the project into phases ensure you get paid regularly and keeps the projects on schedule. Also, include a late payment penalty clause that specifies any fees for overdue payments, such as a percentage of the invoice amount added for each week or months the payment is late. Even though it might sound awkward to you and your clients, like, I thought we trusted each other, it still looks professional, encourages clients to pay on time, and protects your cash flow. At the end of the day, why should clients care if they plan to pay on time? Also, having this part doesn't mean you'll meet in court asking for a late payment penalty. It's a right, not a call to action. In the worst case scenario, if a client has some temporary problems, remember, you're humans. You can talk about it. Next, always customize contracts to fit your needs. While using a contract template is a good starting point, you have to always customize it to fit your specific needs and ensure it complies with local laws. Be mindful of including any unique terms that apply to your industry or particular project requirements. And sometimes the client will provide the contract instead of you. When this happens, first, review the contract yourself before signing. Second, have the contract checked by a lawyer or use a dedicated contract review service, especially for larger or high-value projects. A legal expert will help you spot any red flags. Drafting contracts on your own is generally fine for smaller projects, but if your projects are complex or high value, it's wise to consult with a legal professional to review your contracts. This ensures they're comprehensive, legally sound, and fully protect your interests. Last but not least, contracts should be fair to everyone. A solid freelance contract isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about creating a clear, fair agreement for both parties. Even with smaller clients or NGOs, having a written contract builds trust and professionalism and ensures that both sides are protected and understand what to expect throughout the project.